Because their trucks operate 24 hours a day, this caused the differential cover to crack. However, imported spare parts were unavailable in Pakistan. Finally, a resourceful technician used steel pipe to connect the parts. After a simple machining process, the damaged differential cover was repaired. How? Today we'll take a look at the workshop of Uncle with Glasses. This cracked rear axle differential cover is the subject of today's skill demonstration. Clearly, a monolithic part like this wouldn't be strong enough if simply welded from the outside. To restore the differential cover's original strength, workers plan to use an internal connection using homemade steel pipes. This method not only ensured the bearing mounts were concentric, but also prevented the cracked mounts from easily breaking again. After repeated comparisons using calipers, the technicians approved this steel pipe connection plan. Because the steel pipe must fit snugly against the inner wall, the first step is to smooth out the rough fracture surface by cutting it. This ensures the steel pipe can be inserted horizontally, preventing any height deviations that could cause the pipe to become eccentric, off-center. The technician's meticulousness is evident in the repeated caliper measurements. This is what earned Uncle Glasses the respect of the local community. To ensure a perfect fit, the technician measured, cut, and machined the custom-made steel pipe using the inside diameter of the cover seat. The rough end, cut with oxyacetylene, was machined smooth and even. The inside diameter of the seat was then measured with a caliper, and a vernier caliper was used to compare the steel pipe to determine the insertion dimensions based on the seat depth. This is the professionalism of Uncle Glasses. After the technician has quickly machined the insert shoulder, core, he must test the fit with the holder to avoid data errors. Once the two fit snugly together without any gaps, the first processing stage is complete. However, the current bearing seat obviously cannot be inserted directly. The technician also needs to smooth the edge of the seat, ensuring that the entrance is smooth and the outer diameter matches the inner diameter of the cover seat. The processing of the bearing seat went smoothly. Once the inner and outer diameters of the three components, cover, connecting pipe, seat, have been confirmed, the actual assembly can begin. Although standard threaded connections are not used this time, the hollow bearing seat allows welding from both ends. This effectively achieves the same result as threaded connections. Although the cover is now assembled as a single unit, the bearing seat height is fixed. Therefore, the technician repeatedly tapped it and used a steel ruler to carefully compare it to ensure the bearing seat was returned to its correct position. After the technician tests the concentricity on the lathe, he then completely fills all 4 slots, inside and outside, with welding electrodes. Although the stepped inserts don't leave a bevel, the hollow bottom allows for stack welding, ensuring the strength of the reinforcement. However, the thickness of the steel pipe will affect the other gears. To restore the bearing seat to its original factory dimensions, the technician needs to control the lathe tool to cut gradually, so that the surface does not show traces of the steel pipe connection and the use of the differential cover is not affected. Thus, the cracked differential cover bearing mount has been successfully reattached using 3 parts and 1 piece of steel pipe. Let's give a thumbs up to the extraordinary craftsmanship of Uncle Kakamata.